Cock.
How old are you again?
Good.
This episode of Sewer Baby. Cock? You still laughing about cocks?
Hey. Okay, I'm good.
This episode of Sewer Baby is brought to you by cocks, apparently. And there goes our monetization for this video.
You're welcome.
So, there's something you wanted to discuss.
Yeah.
I hand the floor over to you.
Tell me about, again, I was absent, and due to technical difficulties, which has now become the crux of the show, I was unable to participate in the chat properly.
So let's clarify. We're talking about the live stream I did 2 weeks ago.
Correct.
Solo.
Yeah.
I was sick, therefore you didn't come over.
Yep.
You were going to call into the show.
Yep.
I had the mic set up pointed at my phone.
Yes.
But when you called in,
Yes.
you said there was too much of a lag.
Yes.
So now that we've set the stage, I then did the stream by myself. Go on.
Yes. And so after what was probably about half an hour of very awkward comedy, just
Comedy is a stretch.
yeah, you were consumed by your true passion.
Mm-hmm.
You came to life,
Did I?
and you proceeded to fillet for 5 hours, 5.5 hours, using you somehow managed to fillet yourself using my dick.
So it's symbolic.
Yeah, my keytar.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to first discuss what possessed you,
Right.
which I think I know. I think you were just consumed by the moment, consumed by your true passion, which is music.
Mm-hmm.
But please, how did it feel? Where did it go? Why didn't it end?
So the keytar was here,
Yes.
and I thought to fill in some of the time
Yes.
because you weren't here.
Yes.
Let me just play a little bit.
Yes.
I don't know how to play a keytar. That's
We'll get
your
back to that.
instrument. So I just quickly picked it up, did a little thing for like 20 seconds, put it away.
Yeah.
And then somebody asked me to play it out.
Yeah.
Right? Play out the show. Because after about half an hour, I said, all right, guys, see you later. Somebody said, hey. No, it wasn't after half an hour. It was after like
45
2
minutes.
hours.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No.
It was a while.
Yeah, I talked for 2 hours.
Yeah.
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 And then somebody said, play us out.
Yeah.
So I picked up the keytar. Next thing I knew, 3 hours passed.
It's like you blacked out.
I blacked out. I did a 3-hour keytar solo. Didn't talk.
No.
I did sing, though.
Yes.
I sang Keep Sewer.
And Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Satan. Yes. Tomato.
Yeah, so that's what happened. And I
Now-
ultimately had to stop because
You started tasting color.
I had to urinate.
You had just finished urinating all over the show for 5.5 hours.
You see, when the keytar solo started,
Yes.
when the 3-hour keytar solo started, I had to go to the bathroom. But I held it for 3 hours.
Because you're a showman.
I honestly wanted to go longer, but I was sick
Yes.
and I had to urinate.
And batteries would have ran out.
It was plugged in.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Listen, I watched the majority of it. I think I left at hour like 4.5, 4 and change. Regrettably.
Yeah.
As in, I should have left much earlier.
It's a reflection on how awful your life is.
Yeah. I just said, you know what? Solidarity.
Right.
This guy is soldiering through the flu.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, it was like the Jordan flu game to me. And I wanted to put my arm around you and help you to the bench.
Also, it was like watching a 4-hour-long train wreck until that point.
No, I think it was the first bit that was the train wreck. And then you came to life.
With the keytar in my hand.
Yes. Like, I feel like you're in the wrong lane.
Right now.
Yeah.
By talking.
By sharing any thoughts.
Right.
You should just be the world's greatest guitarist.
Wow.
It was a spectacular show.
Thank you.
I challenge the idea that you've never played it. I feel like you've been practicing.
Really?
Have you ever picked up my keytar before that? To practice and play.
The first time I ever plugged it in.
Yes.
And tickled the keys was maybe 45 minutes to an hour before the show started.
And just played a little bit.
I just wanted to make sure, because I've never turned that on.
Right.
Right? I don't know if you ever turned it on in front of me like the first time you brought it out.
We don't need to get into that.
But I kind of foresaw this is going to get awkward.
Right.
I need to go to something.
Right.
So I plugged it in and I was like, I pressed a couple buttons and I was like, okay, this thing works. So that was it.
Then you are the Hans Zimmer of this generation.
Wow.
Because I was like, this guy is just too good to have picked this up for the first time.
So you're saying I'm a savant of the keytar?
You are a key savant.
Wow.
Keyvant. Chiante? It was amazing. Trash for me to watch. Not good enough to make up for it. I couldn't sleep that night.
Tell us about that.
I was just stressed out. It was just too much. Maybe my soul wasn't prepared.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just a lot. It was exhausting.
Do you mean like you were wired because it was sensory overload? Or
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, there was definitely overload.
But were you happy?
No. I was sad. I thought I'd probably break into tears. Like when I finally logged off, I thought I'd just completely break down into tears.
But was that because my music takes one through a wide spectrum of emotion?
Yes, from shit to, oh my God, what happened to my life? No good spectrum, just the dark side, right? The dark spectrum.
Yeah.
But it was, listen, the bottom line is you plowed through 6 hours worth of entertainment with the flu. And I thank you for that.
Oh.
That is masterful. I would not have done it without question. I probably would have quit 20 minutes in. Like, okay, that's enough. This doesn't work without him. Let's kill it.
Right.
You picked up that keytar and went to town.
You know, I also had a horrible night of sleep. I was sick.
Yeah.
And by the time I got to bed, it was probably 2 a.m. because I think the stream ended at 1:30.
Yeah.
And as you know, I take melatonin
Yes.
to fall asleep, but that is regulating your body clock. So if I don't take it, yeah, I'm not going to take it at 2 a.m. because then the next night I'm not falling asleep till 2.
That's right.
So I just laid there wide awake, but also like yourself, I was wired. I was jazzed.
Yeah.
That was the first concert I put on in my life.
I was thinking of that. I was like, I don't think he'll be able to sleep tonight because you guys, music is Flash's first passion.
Oh, it's my soul.
It's his soul. He is a musician. The world just doesn't know it yet. Thank God.
My body doesn't know it.
No. Your body doesn't know much. It's on life support.
But what I mean is I want them to know I'm not actually a musician as far as skill goes.
Oh, they understand. They watched 5.5 hours. There's no debating.
Like you mean
They're
passion.
not confused. Yeah, your
my passion, but not my skill set.
Listen, none of us are confused. You were a sick dude jerking a keytar for 6 hours. We're not confused. Just saying, kudos for the effort. It was wonderful.
So let me tell you this. I was very sick and I was up till 2 and I didn't sleep much. I woke up early the next morning, very early. But let me tell you, that next day was the happiest and most content and calm and serene I can't remember ever being, let alone, in a few years it's been the best. No, I can't recall having that level of just
Joy.
zen, joy, calm after a night of like 3 hours of sleep and having the flu.
Yeah. Because you were consumed by your greatest passion. Like I said, you lived that night.
It's the first time I've ever lived.
I died. Many people loved it. We know that our audience are sick fucks.
Yeah, deranged.
But you came alive, my friend. So that's what I'm saying. Listen, pivot. Flash plays the keytar. Keytar dreams coming your way soon. Maybe a tour, merch. I want 50% of the 70%.
Well, you deserve it because I'll be using your keytar.
That's right. Yeah.
It's like I'm leasing it.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't get this shit from Radio Shack.
No.
Okay. So
because they're out of business.
Count your blessings. So yeah, that was masterful. Thank you again for running things and giving what will go down as one of the performances of all time.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, we just touched on how that was your keytar. Now, what happens going forward? Because this all started, Flash and Laser, as a band.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think it was about 10, 15, 18, many years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. We started as a band, the Flash and Laser band. We've never written a song.
That's not true.
Okay. We did one.
Vampire
but that
Love.
wasn't... Okay. So one night we jammed. I had a guitar.
That's not a euphemism.
And he sang, and we wrote a song called Vampire Love, and I think I lost it when my computer crashed recently.
Right. We're pros here, guys.
But that wasn't the Flash and Laser band, because in the Flash and Laser band, A, we play space rock. We don't talk about vampires.
That is true.
Number 2, you're the guitarist.
Yeah.
And I'm the guitarist.
Yes.
So what happens going forward
Yes.
that I have taken on the guitar? What happens to you? Do you then take on the guitar? Are we a dual guitar band? Like, what is it? What's happening?
I definitely won't take on the guitar because I've tried. In fact, that night I tried.
That's right. Yeah.
It's actually my pain from trying the guitar that spurred Vampire Love.
Oh, right.
Because it was a soul crushing ballad. I will never attempt to play the guitar. Sausage fingers does not work.
That's true.
I also would be hard pressed to return to the guitar.
Is it because I got all my bodily fluids on it?
Yeah. You can't get it clean. And like I mentioned, you can't buy them again. So we'll see. I might end up going with a triple decker synth.
Oh, dude. Like you play like this?
Yeah.
And then the third one you play with your pee-pee?
Yeah. Or one of those round orb synths.
Oh my God. Yes.
Right?
Yes. The full 360 circle and you're standing in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So TBD. We'll see. I feel it's going to be heavy synth. And I'm not I don't think that's a bad thing because our space rock doesn't need as much guitar. Just synth on synth on synth.
That's
Layers
true.
of synth.
Because I think in space there's not too many guitars.
No.
But there's a lot of synths.
So many synths.
Can you see me shaking from the cold?
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
I hide it well.
Yeah.
Because I'm a professional.
Along with muscle mass.
So we got a question on the live stream right before we filmed this episode. Someone asked us, how would we do in a survival situation? Do we think we would do well?
Yeah.
Now, I want to get a little philosophical here. I feel like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Laser would not want to live in that world. Because you see in shows like The Walking Dead, it's all about this struggle for survival. I feel like Laser would
The will
say...
to live.
Exactly. Laser would be like, why am I trying to survive in this world?
What's the point?
There's no Netflix, right? Because the grid has gone down.
The chicks aren't bathing.
The chicks aren't bathing. All the Ben and Jerry's has melted because
All
the
gone.
freezers have no power.
Yeah.
So you would ask yourself, why am I fighting so hard to survive?
Harakiri.
Because you are a man of pleasure,
And
of
hedonism.
leisure.
Yes.
You're a hedonist.
Yes. At its core. Just Just the best.
So this post-apocalyptic world has nothing for you.
Nothing to offer me.
So this question is inherently wrong because you wouldn't even attempt to survive. And if you did, you'd die within 20 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not about that life, dude.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm very vulnerable. I could be had very easily, and it won't last long. But I'll go out with a bang.
How so?
Just, one last good time for the road. You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought you mean like fight to the death.
No. Again, good times.
Right.
Good times to the death.
What kind of good time do you think you could have in a post-apocalyptic world that has no electricity? It has no ice cream.
Yeah.
None of the buffets are functional.
Well, the thing is that there is a window. There's a delicate window from between shit hitting the fan to food going bad.
Oh, that's true.
The window between shit hitting the fan and cars running out of gas. So I'm going to be driving around in Ferraris, Lambos, putting on all kinds of crazy clothes, scooping up whatever chicks are also of the same vein. Like, let's have one last party before this all goes tits up.
Right.
Have some chones, do some bones.
Okay.
And end it.
Okay. Because I was thinking post-apocalyptic. You're talking apocalyptic.
Yes. Oh, I'm not making
post. Yeah, we haven't gone to the post.
No, I'm not making post, man.
We've just gone from pre to its apocalyptic.
Yeah, like the moment people start to turn, harikiri.
Right.
Right? So I'm not even going to make post.
You've got like a 12-hour window.
I'm pre and then during, harikiri.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically CNN says, hey guys, it's going down. And then you just run out.
CNN shows the first mailman running face first into doors and glass.
Some footage from Florida.
Yeah. And I'm like, and I'm out. Especially since I'll be in Florida because I'm going to be on South Beach.
Right.
Just dick swanging, eating chicken and banging chicks. Okay?
At the same time?
Dude, you have to.
There's no time.
There's
no time.
You can't separate activities. It's all just this. It's like a ball of mating snakes.
Just run around with the family feast from KFC.
100%. Dick swanging. Whoever's down. There's no time to explain. Everything just happens quick at that time.
And even if people aren't down,
rape.
The cops are not following up on that during a zombie apocalypse.
They're going after the zombies. It's the best time to pillage.
In fact, the police aren't going after anybody. Because in those situations, they're like, I'm going home to my family.
I'm
locking
bullets.
it down.
That's right.
Yeah, they're not working.
So that's me.
Right.
Let's now go to you.
Dude, this is now a dream scenario.
This is what you've been living for.
This is what I've been training for my whole life.
Thriving for.
Dude.
When the average man is suffering, you come to life.
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me?
It's redemption time.
Dude, I can go a month without eating.
You have?
Here's the thing. I have always wished for a world where money is no longer.
You want the stakes even, Steven.
An even playing field.
Prehistoric.
Yeah. You don't have these yuppies with their money and the trust fund kids, yada, yada, yada. That's all out the window.
Yeah.
I no longer have this pressure.
Yes.
To earn money.
Right. Well, you're not.
So right away, I'm happy about this. We've taken money out of the equation.
Yes.
We can just be.
Yeah.
We can just be.
It's a reset. It's the grand reset.
It's the great reset.
Yes.
You will have nothing and you'll be happy about it.
Yes.
It's just I'm built for suffering. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We saw it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would love it.
Yeah.
I would love it. And there would be no prosecution from people that I have to kill.
Right.
So I could finally see what that's all about.
Yeah.
Because you see it in the movies.
Like that, what's it called? The one where there's the 24 hours to kill or do whatever you want. There's no
The
crime.
Purge.
The Purge.
Yeah, I could purge
So
people.
for you, it's the Purge.
Yeah. That's right.
So but my sense is that it's going to be the Purge during the the apocalyptic time.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be in Purge mode during post-apocalyptic when you're dealing with zombies, because the Great Reset is when you're dealing with fellow humans.
Right.
After the Great Reset, when they start turning into the zombies, then it's kind of a different game.
But then you still have the warlords and the gangs.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So there is still that element.
Well, it's a two-pronged battle at that point.
Yeah.
But then they've also adapted to the Great Reset. Like, I feel like it's your kindred spirits.
There's always a power grab amongst humans.
Yeah.
When there's a stranger.
But the yuppies are gone.
That's true.
But
You and the yuppies.
yeah. We've killed ourselves or we couldn't make it.
Yeah.
What's your go-to weapon?
Oof. Like immediately the first thing that popped into my head was a katana.
Right.
Okay.
Like Mei Shang?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that's it for sure.
Right.
But that was my first instinct. You don't run out of bullets. It's quiet.
As a point of reference, my left ass cheek right now is completely numb. This is why I cannot survive in difficult times.
Is it from the cold or from the chair or a
the
combination?
Chair. From the chair. I'm not cold at all. I'm quite comfortable. It's the chair. So I can't last an hour and a half on an uncomfortable chair. I will never last in a I can't even say the word.
Pocahontas world.
A Pocahontas. Del Boca Vista. Go on. Katana.
Yeah, so...
You're not committing.
I'm not committing.
You're not going to have one. Please don't be one of these foolish people that doesn't weapon grab as they're going around.
That's the other thing, man.
I'll be pissed from heaven.
People all want to be like, oh, this is my signature weapon for branding purposes. No.
Pick up what you can take.
Pick it up.
You're going to be like a homeless warrior. You're going to have this big shopping cart. You're picking up weapons, cans of food, cans of peaches. It's this whole thing. This big tarped, this hobo. It's going to be your disguise.
But then the difficulty with that is if you got to like run into the woods.
Yeah. What happened to your tarp?
Shopping carts don't do well.
Do you carabiner that shit to your waist? Drag that bitch as far as you can take it.
I feel like I would want nunchucks.
Just to be cool.
Just to be cool.
But that's just like slang somewhere on like a belt that you fashion to this like thing.
Yeah.
You're not actually going to use it.
I don't think it's great because it would take a lot of hits to kill the brain of a zombie.
Yeah.
Unless it's like The Walking Dead and their heads are made out of paste.
Yes.
It's kind of inefficient.
Yes.
But
It's badass.
It's badass, and I would have a chance to really train with it on live opponents.
Unless you hack it and put like a scythe at the end of it.
The problem is
You'll cut yourself to death.
sometimes you hit yourself with the other nunchuck.
Right in the nutsack.
Yeah.
Happens every time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting. Would you want to be alone during this time because you are used to that?
Yeah.
But what I mean by that is you've lived a very lonely life.
Yes. No, I think that was clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or would you want brethren?
No.
Lone wolf.
Dude, the lone wolf, the blind man with the staff, that's me.
Yes.
That's me, dude.
Yeah.
I don't get along well with others.
That is for sure. Interesting.
But what if the sewer babies have survived?
Right.
Do you think I would be better off being amongst the sewer babies
Right.
or having nothing to do with those degenerates? That's the question.
They will turn on you.
Mm-hmm.
The only way you can be amongst the sewer babies is to cut off their arms and lower jaws.
Oh.
Shackle them together.
Mm-hmm.
And then bring them with you where'st you go.
That's kind of mean, though.
Doesn't matter. You're the king of the sewer.
Do you think? And nobody's done this in a zombie movie or show. But I should stay in the sewer.
That's such a good point. Well, no, they've done it, but usually that's where the sleeping zombies are.
Because they like fall into the manholes.
Yeah. Which you've done in your teens.
Guys, that was a gay joke.
But anyways, without question, you're built for Pocahontas. And I'm built for Pocahontas.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to do a quick UFC rundown because we got a question about that.
Yeah.
What are our thoughts
Yes.
on the UFC? So today it was announced that Nate Diaz versus Leon Edwards is going to happen as the co-main behind Chandler versus Oliveira. What do You know nothing about Leon Edwards. Is that correct?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to.
The only name that I know of this whole thing is Nate.
Mhm.
And so I can't contribute.
Okay.
Please, the floor is yours.
I think it's going to end up much like the Masvidal fight. I think Nate is just going to get beaten for however many rounds it's going to take for the ref to stop it.
Isn't it time for Nate to call it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think he built up his name enough that these paydays are pretty good.
Yeah.
He's probably getting a couple mil
Yeah.
per each of these.
Which is a lot of money.
Yeah. So a guy who's been used to being punched in the face, he's like, why not?
Yeah.
And he might be delusional enough to think he can actually win these fights. Because from his tweets, you can't tell, is he actually serious that he thinks he can beat these people?
I think he's 100% serious. He's got like cowboy complex. These guys just have no quit in them.
Yeah.
They just keep getting beat. Time is up. It's over. I don't see them getting a win. It's done.
Yeah.
But it's a payday. But I think a lot of it is pride.
I think one of the problems is that he's such a big name that he also has to fight top guys. If he was fighting guys number 5 and down, he beats a lot of these people.
Yeah. Do you think he calls it at some point in time, or there's just that fire inside him that has to try and go out with a win?
The thing is, he believes he's won all his losses. I think on that front, he's good.
Right. Yeah. So delusion is
Yeah.
the secret.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Usman versus Masvidal 2. Who do you have?
Masvidal.
Is that who you want, or do you honestly think he's going to win?
It's who I want, and I have a feeling he's going to win. You think he's outclassed?
I think he can absolutely win because Gilbert Burns hit Usman in the face.
Nice.
And then Usman was all wobbly.
Yeah.
And then Gilbert Burns totally blew it by laying on the ground for 5 minutes and letting Usman fully recover.
Yeah.
So Usman gets caught basically every time he fights. Okay, Kobe was stunning him.
So Masvidal has a striker's chance.
Absolutely. And I don't mean like puncher's chance as in, 1 in 100. Yeah, he can catch a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
He's a great striker.
Yeah.
So there's a definite chance of him winning. It's just statistically,
odds.
Usman hasn't lost in like 20 fights. I'd kind of give it to him.
He's a hateful beast. But I hope Masvidal pulls it out. Just so with the whole toe stomping shit. Like, save it, man. And I think that might have been contributing to him. It threw him. It's got to throw you.
Getting stomped on your toes?
The weird shit. Stomped on the toes, shoulder strikes to the face. Like, these things just throw your game completely off. You've got to get in your head. Or maybe it's because I'm not an athlete or trained at anything whatsoever, that for me, I'd get heady with it. I'd be like, what was that? Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't we prep this?
Why didn't we prepare it for the toe stomps?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like you can't not get heady about that. But we will cover it.
Yes, we will.
Let's cover it.
We'll cover it.
Yeah. Is that on the same card? I think the Rose fight is on the same card. That's a fight I would like to see.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty stacked card. And that's for the title, right?
Who?
Masvidal.
Yes.
Middleweight? Welterweight?
Welterweight.
Nice.
It'd be cool if Nate beats Leon, Masvidal beats Usman.
And those two fight.
They have a rematch.
Yeah, that's cool.
For the real belt.
Yeah.
Which Masvidal will absolutely win handily.
Yeah. And now.
It is that time of the show.
Where we have had enough.
And thus we avoided.
We have avoided the border.
I'm so cold, my vocal cords are just shutting down. They're tightening.
Yeah.
This sewer, baby.
Goddamn beep.
This has been a long time coming. Too long. Way too long. This should have happened a long time ago.
The end of the series?
That.
Okay.
But also, the sewer baby of this week should have been sewer baby of the week long ago.
Yeah.
But Sometimes in life, good things come to those who wait.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes bad things. Much like this week's Sewer Baby of the Week, which is Rodrigo!
Oof.
Rodrigo. Why did it take us so long to Sewer Baby of the Week him?
We tried to milk him more.
He has single-handedly paid for my meth addiction.
Unbelievable. The levels of his generosity know no bound. A mystery among men.
And the thing is, it's not about the money.
Kind of is.
He's always there.
Always there.
He's on the subreddit.
Everywhere.
He's leaving comments. He's always in the chat. He's in the chat and then he leaves a comment on the thing he was just chatting about.
Positive energy.
He has a great energy. But I'm just worried for him financially. I feel like he doesn't understand that super chat donations are actual money.
100%.
I feel like he might just think it's a video game on his phone.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a high number. I give another high number.
Yeah.
I beat my old score.
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't know that that account is connected to his credit card.
Or his parents' credit card. Right. In which case he knows and doesn't care.
We're worried about you, Rodrigo.
He
We're
did
worried
die
about you.
today, or so we thought,
And then he woke up from the dead.
and started making it rain. He's a man of mustache, manners, machismo, and we love you.
Rodrigo, you need to know that if you never super chatted us a dime,
We'd hate you.
you have still earned Sewer Baby of the Week. We just feel that we have to acknowledge how much you have given us.
Your generosity in mind, body, and spirit.
And we would like you to stop.
Yeah.
You have given enough for several lifetimes. Okay? We greatly appreciate it. Oh, that's the end of the show. Keep sewer.
Send peak.